back in the shop, and you're never going to guess why. Pan America fuel pumps. All right, real quick, before I get too deep in the weeds, a little housekeeping. Down in the bottom, there are some links to the camera gear and whatnot that I use. If you have any interest in trying to do this on your own, be sure to check them out. I also have a coupon code down in the bottom for Beyond Riders. If you're looking for some cool riding gear, check them out. If you use my coupon code, you save a little bit of cash. There it is. It is naked again. The worst part is if you go and look outside, it is a beautiful day and I should be out and about. But instead, I'm playing with the bike. So less than 2 fill-ups, 400 miles, because I didn't want to have it run down so low. The fuel pump, the Quantum fuel pump, started making some crazy noises. It was more than sporadic. At ignition, you turn it on, it would get that crunchy sound that if you've had the fuel pump start to die on these bikes, you know what it is. That it happens more than it didn't. But what else I was hearing was a high pitch after riding the bike and accelerating and stuff. It was like something wasn't pressurized, something wasn't happening. I reached out to Quantum and I said, hey, this is what I'm hearing. I'm not getting any error lights. What do you guys think? I was waiting to see if they were going to be like, oh, check XYZ, maybe, what is it, that mystery oil stuff, put some of that in. And basically, I just got a lot of questions. Hey, what's it doing? Have you taken it out yet? Is it still all together? It is still all together. I can tell you that now. And yes, I did take it out. I was able to answer most of the questions. The only one that they said, did you put it under bench power to see if it's working? I'm like, it's working. It is just loud, and it did not start out that way. So conversation was pretty good, like email back and forth every few hours. Customer service, I couldn't expect more. I think the guy's name was Roger, sent me a link to the warranty claim. He said, you'll please fill this out. You'll hear something in 24 hours. 24 hours, tick-tock, did not hear anything. 48 hours, I got a notification that the new fuel pump was on its way. So woohoo, it is here. We're putting it back in today. I looked at the numbers on it. I was a little disappointed. It's the same exact unit, except they did not send me the rubber seal that I had previously in this guy. I still have one, so this one's probably good for how little miles. This green seal on the top, that is not new, but so I'm going to reuse that. I still have a whole set of screws I never used too. I bought a bunch of them for $1, right? Get around my beard. Look at the filter, how grimy that guy is. That is not a lot of miles. I expected it to be a little bit cleaner. Kudos for Quantum for getting me a fuel pump out right away. And you guys that said you've had problems with Quantum, I get it now. I get it. Harley Davidson's, the new fuel pump assembly is not available until after June. I think that's when the new Maxi Pad filter comes out. I don't know what else is done. I got a trip to Laconia. I got a rally close to West Virginia coming up the end of June. So worst case scenario, I hope the pump can get me through all that. And then I will look at getting another Harley Davidson one. If it's not making noise, I'm going to keep it. So I'm going to take this apart. Oh, and if you want to see how I got this out, I have another video. So let me see if I'm sitting here. Maybe the video will be there. Yeah, I'll put a video here. I think I will. Right. Still sunny out. I am pretty much a pro at taking off this gas tank, getting it back on. It's pretty easy. I don't know why I was always so intimidated. First, power on. Let's see what the noise is. And let's put the microphone down. All right, so it is the next day. Test ride Pan America on the second Quantum fuel pump. And how did it do? Let me see if I can roll over here. Turn this on. You tell me. Did you hear that? It gets a little quieter, it gets a little louder sometimes. There's not really anything specific I guess we could do. I phoned a friend that works in the automobile industry. He's been a master mechanic for at least 25 years. I know it's 25 because I helped him move when he became a master mechanic, and those guys got a lot of crap. Anyway, as soon as I started to describe what I was doing, he asked about the fuel pump. I started to describe the little replacement guy. He was like, no, that's the motor. So I basically said it's like a little robot. And as soon as I started to describe it being all enclosed, he said, get the factory part. He goes, they're designed to work. They have the most tolerances. He said, going forward with my motorcycle, he doesn't know anything about the gas tank and the whole ethanol causing problems. He said the whole job of me as the consumer is going to be changing that filter enough to where it doesn't interfere with that secondary filter. He goes, once that secondary filter is full, you're done. You're going to need a new one. So here I am. I'm going to order the Harley part. I mean, the new one's supposed to be out the end of the month, or we're not in June yet. So next month. Anyway, I'm going to order the Harley part. I'm going to put that back in. I'm just going to be squeaky until it works out. I don't know what else to say. Thanks, Quantum, for trying. I'm going to throw one of your pumps or motors in the bag just in case I need you on the road. But it is a job that I don't want to do again if I don't need to. So my recommendation, well, my friend's recommendation, and I'm going to follow it, is I'm going to give up with the Quantum fuel pumps. I'm going to go back to the Harley Davidson fuel pump assembly, and then try to keep that filter clean every 5,000 miles. I mean, try to keep that little secondary filter clean. Change the filter every 5,000 miles. It's a pain in the butt to get into, but if you're taking the tank off to get to the air filter and anything, it just makes sense. And that's it. So, bye, Quantum. This is Jerry MinnowMoto. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this informative. Let me know what you think. I got a lot of feedback of people having problems with Quantum, so I really hate to say that I'm just joining the club, and I look very tired on camera today. Do you guys see that? Wow. Anyway, signing off. Thanks for watching. Have fun. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, have fun, and MinnowMoto is out. Like, ouch. Bye.